Hi.
Hey.
Hey, what's
up?
Oh, not much. You want to do a video?
You want to do a video? Well, I never thought you'd ask. I've been waiting for this. Give me one hot second. I'm ready.
Welcome back. We are here once again with Brandon, the Hat Man himself from Benadryl fame. He got 14th place at the YCS, top 16.
I still can't believe it myself, honestly. Cards to prove it and all, so... I like how we're having like a little trophy case now. It's slowly building.
We're filling it up. You're making the most headway out of all of us, so you keep doing something better than the last time, so...
You know, that's the game of progress, you know. Always, in the next tournament, there's always another round, so...
What did you play for this tournament?
I played a dead deck. Vanquish Soul Canine.
You CPR'd it back to life, huh?
I was one of the two people that made, actually the entire top 32 that played Canine Vanquish Soul. So out of the 14 rounds, I lost 3 times, so I finished 11-3. One of my losses was Kamal Crooks, who won the event. The other guy, the other Vanquish Soul guy, Urkham, I may mispronounce your name, bud. Nicest dude. Destroyed me, though, in the mirror match. I had no chance. Last loss I had was in round 10 of first round of day 2 was branded Dracotail. I should have won that. I was just so nervous. So first time since day 2 in quite some time, so the nerves were still kind of setting in. But yeah. Do you want to see the list?
If you would be so kind.
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, you're so nice.
40 cards, 1 Raisin, 3 Madlove, 3 Holly Sue, 3 Xiaolong, 1 Border, 1 Caesar. I was thinking about playing like a second Border, but like in testing, just it was a brick. There was too many hands that were more canine focused than Vanquish Soul focused. So 1 gets the job done, and then 1 Caesar. You don't need more than that. You do need 3 Xiaolong. And I know in my other profiles I was like siding out a Xiaolong every now and then. With Raisin at 1 now, you need the fires. I will refuse to play Rescue Ace Impulse though. You don't need that many fires. That's all the Vanquish Souls. For the real heart and soul of the deck, 3 Izuna, 3 Jockle, 3 Noroi. This card's insane on normal summon. And also just to see the opponent's hand. Crazy card. Lantern and then Lupus. This is glued to my hand. It did actually work out a few different times where my opponent would Ash Izuna, and I'm just like, ha ha ha, and they just were absolutely just like, you got me. Canines are like the best engine right now with Mitsurugi, even Yummy now playing into it. Marshmallow, round 13, my Yummy opponent. He goes normal summon Cookie. I'm just like, Holly Sue effect steal. He's just like, okay, activate Marshmallow. I'm like, Izuna for Lupus. Lupus dump make Nash Knight, and he scooped on his own turn. So I feel really bad. I feel like I sacked him, but that's what Izuna does. The canines are like the heart and soul of the deck now. Vanquish Soul. Heart and Vanquish Soul. I don't recommend playing more than 1 Lantern or anything like that. The ratios are fine. For the remainder of the actual hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Fua, and then Shifter. Every time I saw Shifter, I won the game. That's like the main deck blowout. At the same time, like it's not mandatory. You don't have to play Shifter, I feel. I would recommend it because if you do play against Mitsu or branded Dracotail, this card is an auto win if you see it. And then for the spells, 3 Case of Canine, 1 Force Release to go along with it. You don't really need 3 Case, in my opinion. You could probably play 1 more of Chaotic Elements. Vanquish Soul start for the searchable field spell. Card's still crazy. Stake. Stake. Pot of Prosperity. This card just searches basically any card in your deck. Rhoda, and then Snow Devil. Snow Devil still being a auto win if the attributes line up and the stars align. What do you want to see next? Do you want to see the side deck or the extra deck?
Let's go extra deck next.
The extra deck?
Okay.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, I don't know why you thought that.
2 Rock does everything you need. In testing, when the deck first got hit, I was playing like 7 Tachyon. Then I missed Rock. Then I realized you don't need Raisin every single turn when you have the canines. The ability to have Rock on board trumps everything. SP and Saryuja. I actually did not go into Saryuja that much. I only went into it twice. And both times were because of the Noroi combo. And honestly, at that point, you're already winning. Actually, the second time I made it was probably incorrect. I probably should have just made a Ripper with Force Release, Valon, and Nash instead of going for the Saryuja, because I actually made a play that made my opponent being able to top deck. I knew their hand with Noroi's effect, and I actually created a opportunity for them to just beat me with a top deck like Super Poly. So that was incorrect. But you know, like whatever. Realistically, only made it once. The second time was incorrect. Still recommend playing it. Double Ripper. I don't like one Ripper, one Jax. Jax doesn't do enough, honestly. And the second Ripper was coming up all the time. The fact that with so much Mitsu in the format, so much Draco Tail, even Mitsu Yummy in the format, the second Ripper just comes up way too much. And especially because you can go into Werewolf with the Ripper and then use the hidden effect of Force Release to actually reset itself and then go back into Ripper. That came up once. That was pretty alright. But apart from that, I was usually just making like a second Ripper and just negating stuff. Wouldn't recommend playing Jax. Speaking of Werewolf, this card's crazy. Just being able to look at your opponent's hand, just whenever they activate a card effect and snipe a card out of it. Mwah! Hand knowledge is so good. Valon, this card's pretty good. Being able to book a moon, a Yummy opponent that doesn't open Cupsy, really good. At the same time, though, I do think Nash is better in terms of card quality, but Valon is like still really good. It also helps blank back row when you link it off for like SP, but this is nothing new. The duo, C104 and 104, because of Nash and Chaos 6C's Nash. Nothing really much to say about that. Rocks. This card basically just to make Zeus. Speaking of Zeus and Typhon. Typhon's actually came up a few different times. Being able to just turn off Murakumo was really good. I actually not go into Zeus. Actually, I went into it once, and it actually lost me the game. I don't think you don't need it. Having the option for Zeus at any given point still really good. An emergency like pull button. If you're playing the deck properly, you don't need it. Typhon came up a few different times on the opponent's turn when I had Lupus. If they would like out like Izuna and then I just had Lupus, Lupus can still go into Typhon, and that came up a few different times, and that was actually still pretty good. For the real spice of the side deck, 3 Phantasme. The card was actually kind of mid. I didn't see it enough to care, so realistically, Phantasme could be something else, but like in theory, with so much Yummy running around, Phantasme comes up quite often and it digs and fixes your hand. For right now, I think I'll keep it like this, but like in a format where I know I'm not going to be playing as much Yummy, Crow could be like really good here. Droll, this card's fantastic in the format right now. Anytime I saw it, I won. 3 Bell. It was mostly sided for Yummy, but it has obviously you can stop like the spells and traps of Draco Tail with it. So it had like the use cases there. Would recommend continue to play them. The Bestials, the squad, definitely something that I think was really good. In theory, I would always see Ball if it was Mag Druis instead of just Ball. I just would have had a much better time, much easier time against Mitsu. But like Ball being able to banish one of their like SPs on summon, just immediately force it on out was really good for like Mitsu or something like that. And for the real spice, there can be like, no, I'm kidding. 2 Spell Canceller kind of goes alongside like the whole theory of like why like floodgates are ruining the game right now. A lot of decks have auto wins, and this was my side deck auto win against Yummy and Mitsu. Mitsu literally has 0 out to this card unless they just impulse the Jockle effect to summon it. Anytime I summoned this card, I won the game. Only the one time did my opponent imperm it, but that was an imperm that they used on this and not anything else. Didn't see it all the time. I actually didn't see There Can Be Only One at all. So like, but in theory, these are like the 3 like wombo combo against Mitsu, against Yummy. They're essentially the same card. Anytime you see it, you should just automatically win. Deck performed really well. I was actually really not gonna play this deck up until like the Wednesday before the event. So I like to thank Friendo behind the camera for convincing me to play this deck. I was going between like Mitsu Yummy, Mitsu, and like I was even like thinking about like Draco Tail. I had everything built. I have all of those, and then like last minute I was just like, what do I do? And Brendan, what did you tell me?
I think I said that you've been playing K9 Vanquish Soul for a minute, and you've done well with it. It felt like just your best shot.
I like to think that I know the deck very well, but you also told me that if I scrub out, then you might as well have fun playing it. And that's still true, because I do enjoy this deck so much. I know I'm holding up a copy of There Can Be Only One as I'm saying that. But I do enjoy this deck a lot, just because it does allow for actual games of Yu-Gi-Oh! To be played on both players' turns. So I like to thank everyone, because this is my first like YCS. Call it a top, call it an accomplishment. I don't care. I got top 16. I got prizing. I got this super cool mat. I got this day 2 pack. I got the Spectator Card Trooper. I'm super proud of what I did. This is my first, the best I've ever done out of YCS. It took me 10 years in order to get here. and I finally did it. So I'm super thankful for everyone. Refine for being such an awesome OTS. Brendan behind the camera, thank you. Jesse, who's actually currently downstairs right now, for always being in my corner. Eric, the entire friend group, for testing, for the support, just for being there. I like to thank everyone, and it just goes to show that hard work does pay off, and eventually what you reap is what you sow. And it took me time, but I got it. So
You deserve it.
I thank you. I thank you. We deserve it. We deserve it. So yeah, that's it. Any other specific things you want me to do? Go over? I can go over how to normal summon raisin. Oh, I did it.
Oh, there it is. Oh, fantastic. I think that covers everything, then. That was the last thing I was going to say.
So thank you all. Thank you all so much.
Hey, can't wait to see your next accomplishment, and we'll be back for another dining room deck profile.
Of course.
All right.
You want to do a video?